Hey, hello there, and a very, very good evening. Yes, Tuesday evening, 8 o'clock, which means the one and only Planet Cruise TV show. I love this show. I always look forward to it every single week. And we've actually got 6 amazing cruises to tempt you with. Right.
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I?
Who are you?
I'm Sean. Who are you?
Are you sure? I'm Justine tonight.
No. Oh, yeah. They've put special boards up around the studio with details of phone numbers and things. They've called you Justine.
As if you didn't know who I was. Every Tuesday, near enough every Tuesday,
yeah.
I'm here, and they've put Justine Hazel. I'm quite... No, because if it's going to be in the feminine gender, it would be Tina Hazel. How are you, Sean, anyway?
I'm fine,
You're looking very prim and proper tonight. What's the occasion? Is this for me?
No, we've actually got some special guests in the studio over there. We have... I'm going to say hello, they're just watching us right now. We've got Doris, Simon and Sylvia and Joseph. They're just watching us live. I'm nervous, look.
I know. Look.
Yeah, give us a wave, guys.
Do you know what it's like? It's like the X Factor panel.
It is. But
somebody's going to hit the big red buzzer in a minute, and I'm going to be out.
But they're regulars of the show, and they wanted to come and see us live. So we've got to be good tonight.
Well, the fact of the matter was, they kept on saying, "We've met you at the show." And I went, "No, I've never been invited to the show. They've come to me meet me. I feel privileged, and I feel privileged tonight as well. Have you seen that they put 3 pillows out for me?
I know.
What they I don't know what the 3 is. This for comfort? Is this for?
I think it's an upgrade because we've got some brilliant upgrades coming up.
Mind you, to be fair, we have got somebody joining us on the sofa.
We have Joseph.
Exactly, and from Riviera. That's a rarity. I think it's well over a year since we've seen Joseph.
We've also got Thompson coming up. I'm just looking at amazing price.
What have we got? We've got 4 last-minute deals. We've got deals for next year for Thompson that, again, you have to be really, really quick. We've also got 2 deals where we've got extra stays. So you can, there's some of them that are optional. So you can stay over in Singapore if you wish and go out and see Sri Lanka as well. That's coming up later on with Celebrity.
That's a really good one.
Well, we saved the best till last. And we've got a few other bits and pieces, a few surprises in between.
And by the way, if you are new to the show, I've been on, I think, about 24 cruises. I've been presenting the show for over 8 years. Just actually worked on the cruise ships for many years.
Yes, 6 years.
In the entertainment
department. And then where did I end up? Here with you.
Oh, God. Is it one of those moods, I can tell? And we're going to start off with an amazing deal from Thompson, and actually a free upgrade to all-inclusive. Look, let's put our hands up. Justin and I do like a drinks package, don't we?
Yeah, but
we do.
But it's because it's value and volume. Because if you do like to have a few drinks, then it soon mounts up with the amount that you're spending. But the fact of the matter that you're not spending anything, you then actually don't worry about it.
So
it's the only things that you're going to be putting on your when I say bar bill, on your account, is things like if you go to the salon, if you go ashore on some of the excursions. So this is a really, really sensible way of actually saving money and enjoying yourself a lot more. And with Thompson, it's just such a great brand.
All your tips are included as well, aren't they? So $8.99. That's really for food, drink,
tips,
flights.
Yeah, all of that's included. And bear in mind that this is actually a lead date. This is near enough this time next year. There's an option that if you wanted to stay in Mallorca for 7 nights, then it's just £389 per person.
What, at the end of the cruise?
At the end of the cruise. So, again, this is a great way. I call this a banker. You know, when you go, right, what should we do next year? We need to get something booked. Get this booked in and the stay in Mallorca. That's done. We've got 1 done, and then you can pick up a last-minute deal.
And I'll be honest, I don't understand why the July date is the lead date, the most affordable, basically, but it is on tonight's show. Anyway, let's give you a little taster of life on board. We get brilliant feedback about Thompson Cruises, don't we?
Well, we certainly do. We certainly do. And it's because they're friendly, they are good quality and value for money. And I think, you know, sometimes when cruise lines, you associate cruise lines with luxury, they would shy away from terms like that, but actually that's all you want. If you're paying a price like you are on the screen, £129 per night per person, all of that included, that is phenomenal value considering that you get great quality services. You've got your lounges, you've got your bars, you've got your restaurants, you've got your entertainment, which again, the entertainment, Broadway, West End style musicals that they put on. And even if it's just relaxing, you know, it depends on which cabin you want to go for, whether you want to go for a balcony or not, or if you want to push the boat out, excuse the pun, and go for a suite.
The old ones are the best, aren't they?
I know, but I don't realise I'm doing it. I don't realise I'm doing it. But the fact of the matter is, with Thompson, what they've done is they've given a new lease of life to cruise ships that other cruise lines have finished with. Now, a lot of people go, well, that doesn't sound too good. It's brilliant because you get a smaller ship, but you get it refurbished. And what Thompson will do is they'll bring them into the Thompson fleet, they'll refurbish all the interiors and some of the specialty restaurants. OK, fair enough, you have to pay a supplement. But when you actually look at the supplement for an evening meal in a specialty restaurant, it is absolutely superb. So whether you want to go into the main dining room, whether you want to just enjoy yourself, there's 5 bars. So you can go out, you can have a great night, you can relax, listen to a little bit of jazz music, meet some friends at the bar, make new friends. And if you do fancy having a little bit of a flutter, then you can do. Stick, twist or bust.
And I would challenge anybody to get a better all-inclusive deal in the middle of July.
Don't.
Yeah, but it's...
Don't challenge me.
Oh.
Don't challenge me. I've got some last-minute deals coming up later on. But no, to be fair, the itinerary is absolutely stunning.
And you're going to get, you should get great weather. Anyway, it starts off with a little flight from London to Palma.
Yep, that's your embarkation port, but the first port of call, well, you have a nice relaxing day at sea just to acclimatise and get your bearings on board the ship, and then you're into Cadiz. Now, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to travel to one of the most beautiful parts of Spain. We're talking Andalusia. And, well, if you just want to have a little bit of a wander around the old town, go to some of the beaches, then that's going to be absolutely beautiful. One of the things that I'd recommend, go to the Alcazar Fortress. Because it's definitely one to get a few photos and just take it in. And, of course, this region, this is where you've got all of your sherry bodegas and all of your Seville oranges as well. So, absolutely superb. Then we're on to our next port. Now, this is continuing on down the coast into Portugal. And this is one of the best parts of the Algarve. You've got beaches and you've got cliffs that are breathtaking. They are literally jaw-dropping. Rock formations, little fishing villages, so plenty to see and do around there. I mean, just imagine, just tiptoeing down there, having an hour and a half, having 40 winks, and then coming back up, having some lunch. That is absolutely stunning. Look at the cliffs there.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's just like Dorset, but with sunshine. Then you're off to Gibraltar. Now, do you know what? Everybody always goes on about Gibraltar. The best thing to do here is go and get your duty-free. Go and get your duty-free. The best one when I was actually cruising, straight through the archway on the right-hand side. Follow where the crew go, because where the crew go, that's where the best deals are.
Honestly, I was there about, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, and you had the duty-free.
You didn't bring me anything back.
Well, it's because I took it all to my mum.
Oh, right, OK.
Yeah. She likes her cigarettes and her alcohol, unfortunately. So
but
that was my allowance gone.
If you've never been up the Rock, do go up the Rock.
I did that, yeah.
But how many times have you been into Gibraltar?
Well, that was my
More
first...
than once.
No, that was my first time.
No, it was your first time, because a lot of people, they won't go up the Rock.
Oh, it's great.
And no, go up the Rock, have a little bit of a wander around. Anyway, on to our next port of call, which is Cartagena. Now, this is fantastic. Really ancient port, so you've got a lot of history here. It actually goes back to the Second Punic War. With Rome, so Hannibal, he was camped up here. You've got Conception Castle, with a great museum there, which actually chronicles more of the maritime history, to be fair. You've got the Punic Wall as well, you've got Murcia as well, this famous region of the Baroque and 18th century style. You've got great museums as well. There's actually a museum here, there's a famous procession where they make like paper mache models and statues, and there's a famous procession where they actually go through the town, and this actual museum, they take one from every procession and they put it into there. So if you like your art, then it's great. Talking of arts, if you like Ladro, you know the figurines, the lovely porcelain figurines? The home of Ladro is Valencia. So if you do like that, then just indulge. You can go to the factory, you can see how the students are actually trained up, and you can buy a few bits and pieces. If not, go around the old town. The old town itself goes back to the Middle Ages. Again, there's some museums there, but I'd actually say it's one of the places you want to have a wander and quite literally just get lost. You never know what you're going to discover in a place like Valencia. And then you're back to Palma, and this is your disembarkation port, and this is where you fly back to the UK.
Have you seen the deposit on this one, by the way?
Yeah,
£75.
And bear in mind, though, that you can stay on then in Mallorca for just £389 per person on this particular cruise. That's 7 nights. So, again, book it up nice and early. This is this time next year, so perhaps if you've got another couple of cruises this year, then just get the deposit down on this, because this is going to go quickly. Thompson always does.
Yeah, I agree. You should definitely try and book this one tonight if you can. So you are getting a free upgrade to all-inclusive. That could make a massive difference for so many of you, including Justin and I. Return flights from Bournemouth, that's based on the lead date, we should say. But regional flights are available from most UK airports. And as Justin said, you can add on a 7-night hotel stay from just £389 per person there in Mallorca. Now, prices, we have got great prices for all types of cabins. The inside, so it starts at $899 for the 17th of July, which is amazing. But look, just an extra £60 for outside, that's less than £10 per person per night, and some great options on the deluxe, and even actually look, the suites. They're really good as well, aren't they?
Just indulge. And again, Thompson, if you've been back, so many people are repeat customers with Thompson. They just go back again and again and again. Book it up nice and early.
Talking of repeat customers, we asked for your pictures. We've had hundreds and hundreds of pictures sent in. But this is Anne and Terry, who want to make sure that they don't lose each other on their cruises. But they are big, big Thompson fans. The ID number for this cruise, by the way, is 148662.
I know, but the only thing is...
What?
If lost returned to Anne, she hasn't got if lost returned. What happens if Anne gets lost?
Oh.
I think dun dun dun.
I'm going to say you've got us thinking now.
And Terry, send us a picture in. We want to see the next T-shirt for the next cruise.
We certainly do. But we're delighted to have Joseph back with us right now from Riviera Cruises and Riviera Travel. Nice to see you.
Hi, Sean.
Great to see you again. It's been a
Justine.
while, isn't it? Oh, lovely. Here we go. Josephine.
Now, you've brought us an amazing Riv Cruise tonight, but a brand new ship as well.
Yeah, literally 3 months old, 5-star, sparkling.
And you were on her, weren't you?
Yeah, I was very, very lucky. I've been trying to get on the Douro for the last 3 years, but it's always full. But there was a cancellation. I had the chance, checked my diary, right, I'm on it. So I went out
I'm
there.
right in saying one of the reasons why the Douro is so popular is because it's not exactly the easiest of rivers to get on. Like when you go to Germany, you see hundreds of different cruise ships or river cruise ships on there. The Douro's not that, is it?
No, there's 15 hotel ships on the whole river.
15?
15, 1-5.
Is that why that we get so many sellouts then?
Yeah, there's just not many ships. There's lots of demand. It seems really popular for people as maybe a second or third river cruise. If they've done the Danube, they've really, really enjoyed it. They've done the Rhine. The Douro, it's just something a little bit different.
Well, can we see this beautiful ship?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because she's brand new. We'll talk about some of the awards that you've won recently as well, but let's have a little look and a little taster. That looks peaceful already.
It's incredibly peaceful, it's very, very serene, and on the Douro you can only sail during the day because it's quite narrow in places. It's not navigable at night. So you do a lot of cruising during the day. So you picture yourself sitting up on deck, beer in one hand, book in the other hand, just watching the scenery go by. I mean, vineyards everywhere. Oh, there's the Mateus Palace. You probably recognise that from the old bottles of Mateus Rossi in the 70s. And the Plaza Mayor in Salamanca, probably the highlight of the cruise for a lot of people. We take you to see how port wine is produced. We do a wine tasting. We take you out for dinner. We take you out for a lovely lunch while you're in Salamanca and you see flamenco shows. There's an awful lot in. That's the view from the Sandeman port wine estate. Must have taken about 20 photos of that. Yeah, I've took hundreds and hundreds of photos. It's very scenic, very picturesque. Nice little pool on deck as well, so you can cool off. When I was out last week, temperatures hit about 35 degrees, so it was lovely just to sit in the pool, cool off with a nice cold drink of something, watching the world go by. And you're really, really treated. The pictures that you're seeing on the video, that isn't this year's ship. This year's ship is so new, in fact, that we haven't got a video footage of it yet.
But she's even nicer.
It gives you an idea of the sort of, luxury that you can expect. The crew look after you really, really well. Just like you'd imagine on an ocean cruise ship. You know, you unpack once, you take your floating hotel with you down the river.
But your crew to guest ratios, was it 3 to 1? There's only 36 crew and 126 guests?
Well, yeah, I mean, the ships on the Douro, they're purpose-built because of the size of the locks. They can only be 80 metres long, so we've only got 126 guests on board. Yeah. So there's lots of crew taking care of your every whim.
This is what I love. Again, so many people, again, coming from an ocean cruise background, when you look at river cruise, it's completely different. You know, everybody's going, well, I've done the Baltic, I've done the Caribbean, what should we do now? Actually go on a river cruise, because this sounds fantastic.
Yeah, no, we are finding that lots of people, as you say, they've done the Western Med, Eastern Med, Baltic. If they don't want to jump on a plane for 10 hours, but they like that being looked after, being made to feel special, fantastic food, a river cruise is really the next jump.
And you said all of the tours and the excursions and the lunches out that you mentioned, all of that's included, all of the wine tasting, everything's included?
Yeah, it's all included. We do it really, really well, actually, on the Douro. We have 3 brand new ships that came with the, brand new coaches that came with the brand new ship.
Okay.
And 3 tour escorts. So all of the passengers split into 3 groups. And when you go out somewhere, you've got the flexibility of saying, well, if somebody wants to go, we're in Castle Rodrigo, and they said, those of you that want to shop, go with Vladimiro. He holds up lollipop number 1, off they go. Those of you that want to try the locally produced artisan beer, go off with Pedro, and it gives you that flexibility, and you sit on the same coach for your excursions. You really get to know the guys. They're very, very knowledgeable about the area. So while you're going from sort of A to B,
well, I tell you what, let's give you a little taster of the gorgeous places you're going to be visiting on this river cruise. And starts off with our little flight, of course.
Yeah, out to port. So this is your embarkation port, but your actual first day, you will wake up and you'll already be sailing. As Joseph was saying, you only sail in the day, you don't sail at night. So it's a really relaxing way. The scenery will literally be going past your window. As I said, the first day in heading towards Lamego. Is that lovely breakfast out on deck, just watching. It's just absolutely brilliant. When you actually then dock, there's a short drive, and then you're going to be going out to the sparkling wine region, so you can actually get a chance to see some of the local produce. There's also the ancient sanctuary of Our Lady as well, the Remedies Church. There's a beautiful fountain outside of it. You know, in Portugal, you get all of this lovely painted tiles. There you go. You can see. It's
I walked down the 666 steps from the top of there. Yeah.
I'd need a glass of wine to walk back up. But that just gives you some sort of an idea, and it still hasn't finished there. You've got to actually get to one of the best quintas, or the vineyards, where port is actually produced, and get to try some. Then we're off to Castello Rodrigo. Now this is just a great opportunity to see more the Spanish side, because this is on the actual border itself. Really peaceful and again relaxing. Part of the morning you can spend on deck to have a little bit of a dip in the pool, but then in the afternoon, then when you dock, you're going to be going to a 12th century walled village. So you can see here, absolutely stunning. This is actually a resting place on the Santiago de Compostela pilgrimage route. So apparently St Francis himself actually stayed in this village. And that evening you'll have a lovely Portuguese barbecue, which is actually served on the sun deck, weather permitting. But I don't think that should probably be a problem. Then we're off to one of the highlights, UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Salamanca. Now this is just stunning. It's all about the stone that they've used. It's this gorgeous rose-coloured stone that just glows, and you've got the cathedral. There's actually 2 cathedrals here, and one of Spain's oldest universities, which was founded back in the 12th century. It's absolutely beautiful. This lunchtime you actually get a traditional flamenco show with lunch, as Joseph was saying earlier on. You get a chance, if you want to go out and see the medieval squares, the shops, the gardens, then you can do. And you've got a little, if you have time in port for yourself, you know, free time, you always have a base to come back to, so you can use the toilets and stuff like that.
Yeah, we set up in a 5-star hotel, so that's where we have the lunch. So you go off and do your walking, you come back there, so you've got a nice base there for the day.
Onto the next port of call. Again, during breakfast, you're going to be just sailing down that river again. And later on in the afternoon, chance to get off and go to a fantastic vineyard. And this is actually one of the first vineyards back in the 1700s that actually named the bottles of wine after the actual family name itself. So you'll get, there's 51 hectares of vineyards there, so you'll be able to try lots of their produce. Then we're off on day 6 to Entre and Rios. And again, this is where you get chance, another tour that's included, to go to the Mateus Palace. You'll get a chance to go around the gardens, get some photos, take a look at that. Joseph, we were talking earlier on, Joseph used to buy bottles of Mateus Rosé for his mum and dad because he thought, oh, every Christmas, all that they've got a bottle of that in the cupboard, they like it. They didn't.
They waited 30 years to tell us that they didn't like it.
Dear, I wish I'd have known. But again, the afternoon, you're back to the ship and plenty of time to relax on board. Then the highlights, an overnight on board in Porto. Now, in the morning, you're actually going to be cruising into the actual port of Porto. And this is where you'll actually see some of those beautiful bridges. The bridge there, does that sort of remind you of anything? Like in Paris, like the Eiffel Tower? It's actually designed... Gustave Eiffel.
Said it.
So Gustave Eiffel actually designed it. So a beautiful, beautiful photo opportunity. And again, you've got fortresses there, you've got cathedrals, you've got beautiful towers. So plenty to see and do. And you've got it overnight, and that's the greatest thing, that you're literally stepping off of this ship with 126 passengers, 36 crew looking after your every whim and care, and getting off straight into the port.
Well, I'm going to just give you the prices because we're already, getting lots of sellouts on this. This is what's included. So a brand new ship, which is only, been on the waters for about 3 months now. You get that full day excursion that we talked about. The overnight on board in Porto and your flights from London as well. Regional flights are available as well. And price-wise, I mentioned already getting loads of sellouts, as you can see. So really important because there's obviously limited availability that you book this as soon as you possibly can. The ID number for this one is 150842. Joseph, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Looked amazing.
Yeah, don't leave it another year before you come back, because that's a great deal.
And seriously, I would love to do that at some point, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
Lovely.
The three of us in a vineyard.
Thanks a lot, chaps.
Deary me.
Now, going to move on to our next cruise. Now, this, I could not believe the price of. First of all, it's a balcony. It starts at $979, and look who it's with. It's on board the brand new refurbished Queen Victoria. I think they spent about $34 million on her. 12 nights, including a little stay in Barcelona. And here's our Keith to tell you more.
If you're on a cruise around the Mediterranean, there's one port that's guaranteed to put a smile on your face. A city of stunning architectural contrasts, which is one of Europe's most beautiful and exciting destinations. Welcome to Barcelona. My advice, find the nearest bar, order a nice big jug of sangria, some wonderful tapas, sit back and enjoy.
Oh, that's our lovely Keith.
He wasn't very talkative, though, was he?
For change, he stayed with me this Saturday night, actually, with his family, and he was very talkative then.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he?
Couldn't shut him up.
Hendrix.
Yeah.
I tell you what, a really good point, though, with the Sagrada Familia, just find somewhere that's local and stay outside of it. Don't pay to go in. Go and actually look at it, because if you go in, all you're going to see is the same view that you'd see at any viewpoint. I'd say stay outside. There's Justin's top tip. Anyway, save a little bit of money.
But you are going to get those 3 nights at a 4-star hotel, and then you're going to be aboard the most beautiful ship. Now, she was beautiful when she was built, but she's had the most amazing refurbishment. So have a little look at the Queen Victoria.
I actually remember when this was actually being built, because this is on the same, what they call the Vista class platform as one of the ships that I was on. But the decor inside, wow. Just take a look at what they've done to some of the lounges and some of the bars. It has just got that, again, that signature of class and elegance that Cunard, as soon as you mention that word, you know that you're talking the utmost in luxury. And when I say the utmost in luxury, some airports duty-frees would put that to shame. Again, it doesn't look like a cruise ship. I love those little the little. Is it cabanas? The little.
Yeah.
Just absolutely stunning. But you'll be on that ship, and well, you'll be having a great time. So after your stay in Barcelona, you'll be embarkation to the left to Mallorca. Now this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful island. Again, you can go to the beaches if you want, or you can do some shopping, some serious retail therapy. Then you're on a nice relaxing day at sea. We're off to Malaga. Now again, Malaga has got this quintessential. All I'd say, Malaga shopping, tapas. Just do that. You just can't go far wrong. Then we're off to Gibraltar. We touched on Gibraltar earlier on. Plenty to see and do in there. But Lisbon is definitely, for me, the highlight of this cruise, because Lisbon, my other half has actually just come back from Lisbon with her family. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually go to Lisbon with them. But the 25th of April Bridge, just like San Francisco. The trams are just iconic. Oh, there's the Belém Tower. The Belém Tower is this lovely little castle-like... when you get off the ship, turn left, you'll go past some little restaurants, you'll see the Monument of Discoveries, and then you'll see the Belém Tower. And this is just absolutely... I mean, you've got to get a photo of this. You can go into the main square as well. This is where shopping used to be great. You know, I know there's lots of different fashion brands, but there's one particular fashion brand that was really prevalent there, and just Lisbon is just great. Go, and we were talking about Mateus Rose. There's a great place opposite the theatre in Lisbon that does chicken and chips and a bottle of rosé. I can't remember what they used to charge us, but it was just great fun watching people. You know, really nice bustling city vibe.
I was going to say about 6 weeks ago. Great, my first visit, but I loved it.
You didn't call. You didn't send a postcard.
I'll put some things on Facebook. But anyway, you then got your 2 days at sea, and you actually go back to Southampton as well. We think this is amazing. I think you'll agree. It works out, I think it works out something like £82 per person per night. You are getting a balcony for this price. It's a 3-night stay in Barcelona in that 4-star hotel. Yeah, it works out under £82 per person per night for a balcony. That's going to be one of the best prices we've ever had for Cunard.
Definitely for Cunard. And again, Cunard, they do a lot of transatlantic cruises. So if you're not that keen on the transatlantic, you want to do something in the Med, this would be perfect for you.
But again, I think that one, well, we both think that it's going to go very, very quickly tonight. So 979 for a balcony.
Yeah.
Now, we have got some last-minute deals as well.
There you go, backed by popular demand. Not 2. I brought you 2 last time, didn't I? That was a while ago, wasn't it? A few weeks ago.
I've got 4.
Now we've got 4. Are you ready?
And all I ask, because obviously... we've got a busy show. Just jot down the ID numbers for this one, okay?
Get a pen and paper.
Yes.
Have you got your pen and paper ready? Because you will need the ID numbers when you call the guys, because these are going to be going quickly. And all these last-minute deals, these are going to be done in chronological order from the nearest one to you. So, are you ready for the last-minute deals?
Right. Are you ready? So...
Here we go. Oh, we've just been told that this is all we've got. The other one's gone already. I can't believe it.
Oh.
Anyway, let's take a look at this. 7-night Western Med. This is ID number 1114027. This is departing 17th of September. So actually not too far away from just £985 per person. Also, opportunity to go on Fred Olsen as well, which is departing 29th of September. £289 per person for a 3-night Fred Olsen on Balmoral as well. And that's a little mini cruise just across to...
that's lovely. Nice little taster.
That is superb.
Yeah.
Sorry we couldn't bring you the other 2, but unfortunately that's the only 2 last-minute deals that we have got, both sailing in September. So take the ID numbers down on that one. 1114027 for the Western Med, and 116499 for the Fred Olsen cruise.
But they're great prices. They really are. Anyway... We often have Viking River cruises on the show, but we have got Viking Sea tonight, haven't we? And honestly, well, have a little look at the luxury that you've got with Viking. It is amazing. Here's a little taster.
If your idea of a cruise is dim lighting, string quartets, tuxedos and ballroom dancing, then prepare to be...
Now, that was a little taster
of another cruise line.
Another cruise. That looked like Norwegian cruise lines.
Do you know, I guess they're actually in the studio this evening. You can tell this is live. You can tell it's live.
Yes.
No, I'll tell you what, though, with Viking...
Hang on, they might be ready. Are you ready? Right. Just forget that, OK? So...
Fingers crossed.
Here's a little taster of Viking cruises.
If you're after an elegant, serene ship ambience, more time in each port, and an inclusive experience complete with exquisite dining and thoughtfully curated shore excursions, then Viking's venture into ocean cruising may be perfect for you. With a small fleet of intimate ships, all holding 930 guests, you can expect an understated elegance that will truly immerse you in the destinations you visit. On board Viking, you can expect the highest level of luxury and elegance when it comes to your staterooms. With all veranda cabins on board, you will always be able to sit back and enjoy the scenery as you cruise around the world. So whether you go for the veranda stateroom with a huge 270 square feet of space, or up to the Explorers Suite offering priority shore excursion and spa treatment reservations, a welcome bottle of champagne, premium in-suite binoculars, a coffee maker and cashmere blankets, you're sure to be living the luxury lifestyle. With a host of exquisite dining options on board all Viking Ocean ships, you can be sure that your taste buds will travel just as much as you. Whether you're after the authentic, fresh heartiness of Manfredi's Italian restaurant, or maybe something a bit more intimate with the chef's table, where expert sommeliers and culinary masters create the perfect pairing of food and wine. Then you have the delights of Mamson's, offering up Norwegian specialities for breakfast, lunch, afternoon and evening snacks. And not forgetting the Winter Garden, offering up late afternoon tea in a true English hallmark fashion. Now, no cruise is complete without its fulfilment of onboard entertainment. And with Viking, you'll be blown away with the high standards set. With an incredible lecture programme designed to give you a real immersion from leading experts, you can really expect to be given a huge insight into the places you visit. Viking has also partnered with the innovative TED Talks to bring you powerful talks on art, history, science and technology. With a theatre showcasing a variety of intimate shows, when it comes to evenings you definitely won't be bored. Offering up Viking exclusive musicals, operatic fantasy or the music of ABBA, the Rat Pack and the Beatles.
I like the sound of the shows.
I like the sound of everything.
Yeah?
Don't you? And we get a free drinks package tonight with this as well, don't we?
Yes, and it's the Silver Spirits drinks package. Again, we're going to go through this, and it's not going to do it justice because I'm going to be honest with you, this isn't the cheapest of the cruises, and it is for a reason, because Viking is a completely different level. And if you've done the Caribbean before, and you know you like that sort of light-hearted, jovial. This is something that's just a little bit different. You'll have a shirt on, you'll have your shorts on, and you'll have your sandals and a glass of wine, looking down, going, "Well, this is the way to see the Caribbean."
Yeah.
You know.
And actually, I mean, I know you say it's not the cheapest, but when you think there's 9 tours included.
Yeah, the tours are included.
So 9 tours included.
Yeah.
The free Silver Spirits drinks package.
And also, because it's a Planet Cruise exclusive, you're also going to get a Kindle included.
Yeah.
With
so it's
it
actually
as well.
really good value.
Yeah.
Anyway, and you get to see some great places.
Yes. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Right, let's go. Over to San Juan, and you embark the ship, and your first port of call, one of my favourites, Tortola. This is where you can really go and enjoy your first day. This San Juan into Roatan, Tortola, and this is actually, you've got Cane Garden Bay that you can go to, great beach. Personally, instead of turning right to Cane Garden Bay, I'll turn left and go to Long Beach. It's a long beach and it's really quiet.
I always turn
Justin's top tip.
All right,
but this is where you know they used to have the Daily Tot in the Royal Navy. Pusser's rum is actually made or famous on this island. You can go and have what they call the painkiller, and you get this lovely. You remember the old enamel tins you used to get to have your Ovaltine? Other brands are available, but you can have. You're only allowed 2 of these. And they don't serve you anymore. They're just brilliant. It's absolutely lovely. You can go across to Virgin Gorda from here as well. And you can see those beautiful beaches. You can see the rocks. There's these like massive rocks. You can actually walk through the water. It's unbelievable. Really great. Then we're off to Antigua. What is there to say about Antigua? There is 365 beaches. That's one for every day of the year, and it's got one of the best as well. It's just absolutely stunning. Then we're off to St Lucia. Now, I've got a very good friend of mine that's actually going to St Lucia, and I'm going to give you the same advice that I gave to him. Go to the north of the island. You've got the Pitons, that if you are staying near the Pitons, great. You've got Castries, which is the main town, so you can go to do all your duty-free. But if you want beaches, go to the north, go to Pigeon Point, go to Spinnakers. You can go to Marigot Bay as well, if you want to do the touristy thing. It's a really, really nice place, but I'd actually go to the north of the island. That's my recommendation. Then we're off to Barbados. every single crew member that has worked at sea is going to be screaming at the TV saying, why have you told them the secrets? I'm going to tell you the best place to go in Barbados, the Boatyard. It is great in the day and it's even better at night. The town itself, you can go down into the town, wander down, you can go to Harbour Lights. All of these places, everybody's behind the trend. All these places, all the made in Chelsea and whatnot, where they're all going now. I was going 10 years ago. Harbour Lights, St Lawrence Gap, you've got to go down there, go to the Ship Inn as well. There's some great places, and you can't go far wrong with Barbados, can you? Anyway, now we're off to Guadeloupe. Now, this is absolutely stunning. This is one of the islands that we hardly ever used to go into.
Yeah. I've never been there, actually.
No, I think I only ever docked once, and that was the day that I had to stay on board the ship. Import manning duties. We had to stay on board for half the crew can go ashore, half the crew have to look after the ship.
And why do we hardly ever see this one on the show then?
It's a remarkable place. It's not the type of place that you go every single cruise. You've got markets like you would not believe here. Great for handicrafts, and got a really great lot of activities to do. So if you want to go and do some water sports, if you want to go, there's a volcano not far from here that you can go to, and the waterfalls of Carbet. It's something like 110 metres in height. It's beautiful. It looks like a Timotei advert. Not that I know what shampoo is. Anyway, now we're off to St Kitts. We're talking about volcanoes. You can go to St Nellis here if you want to. Again, really good for outdoor activities and a vibrant market. Good food. All I'd say is don't have the mountain chicken. Do you know what mountain chicken is in the Caribbean? No. Any ideas what mountain chicken in the Caribbean is? Frogs.
Really?
Frogs, mountain chicken. Anyway, then we're off to St Martin. Now, we were chatting earlier on about St Martin, one of the best places, and this is not just my recommendation, but our guest this evening, Sylvia, she says you've got to go and get your duty-free here. So whether you like your jewellery, whether you like your cameras, your electronics and bits and pieces, and really, really good facilities. One of my recommendations would be to go and do a tour on one of the old yachts. You know, the America's Cups yachts, that you can actually go out on some of those. Then we're off to St Thomas. This is officially got one of the world's best beaches. And this is voted, it's been voted by National Geographic. So if it's been voted by National Geographic, good for me. Megan's Bay. Absolutely stunning. If you fancy being a bit of a pirate, then you can go and see Blackbeard's Castle. I should say that in a pirate accent, shouldn't I?
Go on.
Blackbeard's Castle. I'm from the southwest. Come on. I just need a parrot now. Where's David? Anyway, and then you're going to be going back to San Juan and disembarking the ship. I mean, just look at that Eastern Caribbean from San Juan, St Thomas, Roadtown, Tortola, St Martin, Antigua, Barbados. Absolutely stunning.
Well, let's remind you of everything that is included as well with Viking Sea. So it is a Planet Cruise exclusive. You get a free Kindle, and you do get a great drinks package, which is the free silver spoons. We'll show you what's there, including that in a second. You also get 9 guided tours. Imagine what the cost of those would be if you pay for those individually, and your return flights as well. And it says on that page, free Wi-Fi.
I'm just thinking,
well.
so hang on, so if you've got all that included, when you add that up, what are you going to put on your onboard account?
Don't know.
Tell me, what are you going to put? So if you go to, perhaps if you go and have a salon treatment, if you go to the spa, you are on holiday after all, but what else are you going to put on there?
That's it, isn't it?
Exactly.
Well, price-wise, we have got, say, veranda starting tonight at $2,489. The ship is absolutely stunning, I think you'll agree. The ID number for this one is 152688. And the drinks. Let's just see, because it's a great drinks package. It's basically any drink up to $15, and that would include premium wines, cocktails, aperitifs, the chef's table premium wine pairing, and your mini bar replenishments. We've included that one as well.
Yeah.
So really good, isn't it?
Really, really good. But I'm really looking forward to our next one. This is unusual itinerary. And great. We're talking about drinks packages. There's a cruise line now, it's right on your screen, that is leading the way. Norwegian Cruise Line have gone all-inclusive.
And premium all-inclusive, we should say.
Which does make a difference, doesn't it? Because if you do like a particular gin or if you like a particular vodka, you don't want just the non-branded one, do you? So
that price on the screen right now, which is just over £1,000, that will include all of your premium drinks and your service charges and tips. So everything, and of course your flights included in this. So First of all, you fly to Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
And you disembark in Barcelona, but you can actually stay an extra 2 nights
Two
there,
nights,
can't you?
£99 per person. Now, we talked to this
Really
earlier on. That was included with the cruise, but for £99 per person for 2 nights in Barcelona, that is remarkable value. Really is.
Well, I tell you what, let's give you a little taster of what life is like on board. Now, you may have seen a little clip of this film about 5 minutes ago, just a little bit.
Just forget it.
Yeah,
just forget it. Look into the lens. Just...
So here's Keith and Glenn to tell you more.
If your idea of a cruise is dim lighting, string quartets, tuxedos and ballroom dancing, then prepare to be challenged, because this cruise line is so laid back, it's almost horizontal.
Welcome to the most fun and relaxed cruise experience you're ever likely to encounter, where the entertainment never stops and the excitement just keeps on building. Welcome to freestyle cruising. Welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line. There's more restaurants than days of the week, and you can enjoy food from all over the world and dine and dress as you please. From trendy French bistros to steakhouses and sushi bars, Norwegian Cruise Line offers tons of choice. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, high carb, low carb, or gluten-free, it's all covered.
Remember, this is freestyle cruising, so whatever your mood and whatever the occasion, there'll be a bar that fits the bill. With sports bars and whiskey bars, martini bars and champagne bars, alfresco bars and wine bars, bars with music and bars with sport, even ice bars. One thing's for sure, you definitely won't go thirsty.
Imagine playing Nintendo Wii on a 2-story high screen, or challenging a friend on the all-new Aqua Racer. Visualise eating world-class cuisine while acrobats tumble down on silks around your table. Or simply enjoying a beer as comedians make you smile with dedicated comedy clubs. Picture yourself singing along as dueling pianos compete, or settling into your own seat for one of the Tony Award-winning shows. Whether you're a single cruiser, holidaying with all the family, or planning a group cruise, you'll find something perfect for you.
Norwegian Cruise Line offers one of the widest selections of accommodation in the industry. There are exclusive suites where you have your own private sun deck, along with brilliant interjoining family staterooms that are cleverly located near all the kids' facilities, and balcony staterooms where you wake up to a different view every morning. But it's in the studio staterooms where Norwegian are head and shoulders above the competition.
Well, let's give you a little taster of where you're going to be cruising to on board that fantastic ship. We fly you to Barcelona.
Yep.
You embark the Norwegian Spirit, and you've got a 10-night cruise. First days at sea.
Yeah, nice relaxing day at sea. Make the most and just, you know, get your bearings. Find your port from your starboard, your upper deck, your midships and all that malarkey.
Start using your drinks package.
Well, yeah. First port of call, I love this. Do you know what? I'd never seen the film up until January of this year. And what a great film it was.
Casablanca, yeah.
Casablanca. Just go to the markets of Morocco and just wander down the streets. It's absolutely stunning. By the way, Rick's Caf is now open, because originally there wasn't a Rick's Caf there. I hate to just smash your illusions. It only opened in 2004, and you can go in there and the guys have got the tuxedos and the fezzes. Go there, because if you don't go there, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
very good.
Anyway,
yeah, day at sea.
He's looking at you, kid. Day at sea, and then we're off to the Canaries. Now, across the Gran Canaria, I mean, what's there not to like about just beautiful golden sand dunes, year-round sunshine? It is just superb. You've also got things like the Bandana Crater. You've got great shopping as well if you want to go down into the main town, and also the Christopher Columbus Museum as well. Plenty to see and do in Gran Canaria. Then we're off to Tenerife. You've got to go to Santa Cruz. This is the main hustle and bustle. Go to Corte Inglés. Go get some bargains there.
I mean, it is a lovely place, isn't it?
It is.
Really
Again,
is.
I think everybody remembers Tenerife for your family holidays when you were growing up. You know, your proper bucket and spade. But now you're all grown up and proper. You can go and enjoy some of the finer things. Go to some of the viewpoints. There's the Humboldt viewpoint. So if you go through the Orotava Valley, you can go to the Humboldt viewpoint, go and see there. Mount Teide as well is definitely one to actually see there. Anyway, on we go to Lanzarote. Again, everybody remembers Lanzarote from their sort of family holidays. Go back and enjoy it. Go back for the day and just enjoy. One of the things I recommend here is going to Los Llanos del Agua, which is the Sismarink underground pond. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. All I say, just go to the underground pond. It's beautiful. Then we're off to Spain again. We're coming back across to the mainland and going to Malaga. This is definitely, you've got to go and do your tapas here. There's the bullfighting ring as well if you want to go and see some of the culture. Not necessarily Greener, but you know, there's some great culture there. And there's also the Moorish fortress as well. Then we're off to Alicante. Alicante, there's one thing here, the botico, which is a lovely little porcelain jug, which they usually serve the wine out of. It's one of the best things to bring back. Proper nice little bit of porcelain. So you can go and do that there. Some great beaches as well. So you've got Playa Tabarca, you've got the island of Tabarca and the Playa de San Juan as well. So plenty to see and do there. And then back into Barcelona. And don't forget, if you want to extend that by a couple of nights for just £99 per person, you can have 2 nights in Barcelona.
Yeah, definitely do that. Let's show what's included. I've cruised a few times with Norwegian Cruise Lines, and I think now they've gone premium all-inclusive, they are getting even more popular. So all of your premium drinks, all of your service charges, and all of your gratuities. So not a single thing to worry about. Return flights based on London. As Justin just said, the extra 2 nights in Barcelona can cost you just £99 per person. And you only need a small deposit on this one. We've actually got a reduced deposit tonight. So to secure your place, then you can do that tonight for just a small deposit. And just
Great time of the year as well, January.
Oh yeah,
miserable weather.
I hate January. Don't you?
Well, I'm actually going to be with you every week in January, so I'm not going to say no, I hate January.
I can't promise I'll be here,
Actually,
Justin.
why don't we book the cruise? Both of us go away. What do they do then?
So I am looking at a cruise in January, I am.
Yeah?
I'd
Don't you leave me.
I'd like to do this one. What's the date in January?
Not 18th.
Right, so yes, the price anyway in January starts at just £1,079, but great prices for the outside and the balconies as well. The idea number for this one is 112-527. Let's show you what drinks are included as well. Really brilliant packages with this. So a huge range of premium beverages, and that's spirits, draft or bottled beers, wines by the glass, cocktails, alcohol-free beers there as well. And don't forget, you can have those drinks throughout the various bars, lounges, and restaurants.
Selected Lavazia coffees as well, so it's not, it's proper coffee. Good stuff.
But it does make a difference having all that included, doesn't it?
And the bottled water as well.
Yeah,
just, again, you've got to hydrate. Hydration for the nation.
I will.
Anyway.
I will look at that one for January. I think that's fab. I'll stay for a bit of January.
You're not.
Yeah, go on.
You're not going.
All right.
Anyway.
Right, we have saved the most amazing celebrity cruise for the end of the show.
Yep.
Many of you know I've cruised with celebrity, I think 7 times now. I've got a cruise coming up in October, my 8th cruise with them. We know that celebrity are amazing when it comes to 5-star modern luxury, but the price on this one, because we've presented the show for many years now, Justin, this works out.
Go on.
£84. Seriously, £84 per person per night.
Please,
that's really good.
For those of you at home, we've got a nice little bit of banter, but you were just looking at that going, is that right?
Seriously,
is somebody in my ear going to say, no, that's wrong,
well,
that's wrong?
My eyes aren't quite as good as they used to be. I'm looking thinking, is that really £84?
But one of the reasons being, this is actually, you're looking at January, March of 2019. So this is great that you can actually book that far ahead. Yeah. And that is one of the reasons why, again, Celebrity, Planet Cruise, we work together, and we do have such a good relationship with all the top cruise lines, Celebrity being one of them. Ruth, no doubt you've probably seen Ruth on the sofa with us. They give us those exclusive and great low prices. Where you're going on this one, to be able to go to India, to be able to go to Sri Lanka, go to Phuket as well in Thailand, and to be able to start it off in Abu Dhabi. Well, let's dive in.
I mean, you get to see so much of the world, and if you go next January, you've got a price of under £1,500 and some great prices on the ocean view and balcony. Anyway, let's begin with Celebrity. And we're, first of all, flying over to Abu Dhabi. We've got 2 nights here in a 5-star hotel, haven't we?
Yeah, 2 nights in a 5-star hotel in Abu Dhabi. And what's there not to like about Abu Dhabi? It's absolutely stunning. And it really shouldn't be possible. I mean, if you look at the skylines, you look at the temperature. Again, if you want to immerse yourself in the culture, go to some of the mosques over there. But all I'd say is you've got Ferrari World, one of the fastest roller coasters in the world. It does gripe me when I see a red car. I'm not a red car fan, but you've also got Yas Waterworld as well. Plenty to see and do there, but it's the ship that you're going to love, because embarking the Constellation, she is absolutely stunning. The ship that we're going to show you, this is her sister ship, but exactly the same sort of level of quality and modern luxury you'd expect from Celebrity. I mean, just look at the plushness of the interiors. Again, it's the little things like having drinks on the quayside when you get off and come back.
And by the way, you just saw Blue Restaurant there. If you want to go for Aqua Class, you will get to dine in that incredible restaurant.
Yeah,
the food is delicious.
I mean, the food is it's clean cuisine, isn't it?
But to be honest, wherever you dine on the ships, the food's going to be amazing. In fact, my favourite bar,
Martini. Well,
yes.
Is it Alan? We'll show you Alan a little bit later.
I haven't visited that yet.
What, the rooftop?
No,
at the pool deck. Lovely cabanas as well up on the top. It really is. And it's just, again, it's those little touches that make the difference. But the ports that you're going to be going to on this one are absolutely stunning. You've had 2 nights in Abu Dhabi. You're now going to Dubai. Now, Dubai, you've got the Burj Khalifa, you've got the iconic Palm Islands as well, you've got the Mall of the Emirates, you've got the Dubai Mall, there's a vending machine that you can buy gold there, you can go to the souks, you can have a little bit of a barter. Yeah. You can have a proper barter, bring back a carpet. I don't know why you'd want to, bring back a carpet. I always remember that advert, with the carpet over his shoulder, Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, see? It's funny things you remember. Anyway, now we're off to Oman, and this is the capital, Muscat. Now, there's some fantastic forts here, but one of my recommendations, you see where we got the quayside here, you can actually go on some of the traditional fishing boats. You know, like out in China, they have junkers and the old gaffers down in the Isle of Wight. They've got this traditional type of fishing boat that you can go out on a little tour. It's absolutely stunning. Anyway, 2 relaxing days at sea, and then you are going to a very rare destination. And all I'd say is there's a big community of Indian and Pakistani workers that are on the cruise lines, and they're all fantastic. They spend months, and when I say months, sometimes 9 months away from their family. Whatever you do, please let them have one of these days off, because Mumbai is massive. The welcome that you'll actually have is just stunning, and the sailorways will be great. What you're going to be seeing here, well, you can see the Gateway of India, you can go to the Elephantina Island Caves, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can also go to Gandhi's Museum as well, and the museum was actually put in a building where he used to stay. It was one of his favourite ones. So absolutely fantastic. Then we're off to Goa. Now, what can you say about Goa? Beaches. Just go to the beaches, just enjoy it, because that is the best. They call it, the Indians call it the other land. It's just absolutely stunning. When you get on board, ask them, what do you call Goa? And they'll go, other land, other land. Then we're off to Cochin. Now, this has actually got more of a Portuguese feel, actually, but you've also got lots of other influences as well. You've got some fantastic churches and synagogues here. The nice thing is it is a melting pot of cultures. You can go and do some beautiful excursions, go and see the elephants as well. And then we're off to Sri Lanka. I'd actually say save the elephants for Sri Lanka, because there's actually an elephant orphanage. I can't say it. Orphanage, that's the one. Which, poor elephants. You know, they say the elephant never forgets, and when we see them out in the wild and they've lost a parent, it's terrible. So anyway, go and see them at the orphanage, and there's also a beautiful, beautiful temple here as well to go and see. 2 relaxing days at sea, and when you think it can't get any better, we're going to go to Thailand. We're going to go to Phuket. So you can go to Phuket, you can go to Patong Beach, you can go to Coron Beach, or for me, I go to Koh Phangan, which is the James Bond Island. You know the man with the golden gun with Knick Knack? And they had that wonderful layer. Just absolutely stunning.
And then a final day at sea, and then you disembark in Singapore.
You can actually stay in Singapore as well if you want. You can extend, but we'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second.
Now, the best value celebrity cruise we think we've seen this year, and an amazing itinerary. Under £1,500, you get that 2 nights stay in a 5-star hotel in Abu Dhabi. Definitely go for the ocean view and above if you can, because you get a free classic drinks package, and over the length of the cruise that is worth an absolute fortune. You know, bear in mind you are on board that ship for over 2 weeks. We mentioned adding on an extra stay in Singapore. Ask the call centre about that, and your return flights included. Amazing value, and the item number 133014, and look, great prices on the ocean view. and, of course, the balconies. And if you can go for Aqua Class, I would definitely recommend that. But I've only got a couple of minutes just to remind you, I'll get my teeth in for this one, Justin, of everything we've seen on tonight's show. We started off with Thomson, all-inclusive, $899 for this one. And so that free upgrade to all-inclusive on board tonight at just $899. We then moved on to the fantastic river cruise with Riviera Travel there. 7 nights at $1199 and a brand new ship. She's going to be absolutely stunning. Now, brilliant deal with Cunard. Amazing, actually. You're going to get a balcony. So the upgrade is to a balcony. And that's a 12-night cruise, including that 3-night stay in a 4-star hotel in Barcelona as well. It works out under £82 per person per night, and that is for a balcony cabin tonight. That one will be selling very, very quickly. Then Viking. They're amazing ships, and it's a 10-night West Indies cruise there with an exclusive offer where you will get a free Kindle tonight and a free Silver Spirits drink package as well. You also get the free Wi-Fi. All your tours, your 9 guided tours are included in that one as well. And then Norwegian Cruise Lines, they are now premium all-inclusive, so that means all of your drinks, all of your tips and gratuities, and a price of just over £1,000 there as well. And we've actually got a reduced deposit tonight as well, so you can reserve your place for a very, very small amount. And then we finished with that outstanding cruise with Celebrity, 80-night Best of India and Sri Lanka, under £1,500. And those last-minute deals, we only had a couple of them. I think some of them had sold out, but we've got 2 last-minute deals there. Oh, these are the 2 extra ones we're looking for.
Brilliant.
We
Well,
found
look, you've
them.
got
Great.
7 nights in the Western Med from Palma from 859, and that is just remember, write down the ID numbers 119680 for the 7 nights of the Med from Palma, or you can have 9 nights in the Eastern Caribbean with a Miami stay with MSC from £999.
And the other 2 that we did see, don't forget, we had the 7-night Western Med from Barcelona with Royal Caribbean. That's on board the Freedom of the Seas. And that really nice mini cruise with Fred Olsen on the 29th of September as well.
£289. That is unbelievable.
I'd like to take my mum on that one. Justin, thank you so much.
Pleasure. Should we do it all again next week?
Yeah, you here next week?
I don't know.
Check your diary. Right, I'll be here definitely next week. Don't go anywhere and book your first cruise with Planet Cruise tonight.